Hey, it's Chris from 2KTV.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, man?
How you feeling after that first round win?
Man, it's so good, like last year.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Well, tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Jazz, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Redick in at the 2. And for the Pacers, Wood out there with Knox. That's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Lowry. And it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint. 5 to shoot. Here's Knox. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Right side Lowry. Pass to Lamb. That's it 5. No good off the back of the rim. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base, those fans will be around for a while, giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road here.
Here's Lowry. The Mavericks pull it in.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Redick with the bucket.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Pacers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Boucher kicks to Lowry. Connects from 3-point range.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Against Lowry. Paul surveying the floor. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Paul. Valanciunas has got his second basket. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Redick against Lamb, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Paul with the bucket.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly failing.
Lamb against Redick. And Lamb, here we go. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Knox. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Pocket 2 from deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You know, this is an area of his game that he's honing. Lamb knows he has to connect more from outside to help his all-around game.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. On defense, Indiana trailing by 2. Paul kicks to Valanciunas. Paul against Lowry. The shot's good from Paul.
And we know Paul's not the biggest guy in the league, far from it, but that does not stop him from finding ways to score inside.
Now here's Lamb. 23 points points for him the last game against New York.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Paul passes to Valanciunas. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Now, Redick. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Knox with the ball.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Paul with the buckets.
Exceptional focus from the veteran point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
And here is Lamb. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
We just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Redick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Some guys check the league standings every day. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach when you played?
Hey, I didn't look at them much because we were a team that was struggling, Kevin. We were just trying to find our way to being competitive back in the early 80s with the Pacers. So I never got to the point where we were a team that was looking at the standings slowly. And I avoided the papers pretty much throughout my career just because, to me, was a bit of a waste of energy and time. I had more things to focus on than where we were in the standings and what people might be saying and writing.
And he gets the bucket.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Lowry passes to Boucher. Tipped away. The shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Wood passes to Lowry. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Fournier. Another shot. It's hauled in by Wood. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Out of France, the sharpshooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Now he's checked in for Gordon. Andre Robertson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Barea subbed in for Paul. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now here's Paul. Outside Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jackson. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Lowry, he's been a factor for them over the last month. He's putting up about 21 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Robinson finds Barea. Valanciunas with the ball. Pass to Robertson.
Indiana call. That's his first personal foul.
the jumper in space. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Correa's jump shot is usually right on point. When he gets room to shoot, he's able to pull that trigger fast.
To the right side. Here's Fernando. No good on the triple. Now, here's Robertson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lowry against Perea. Shot clock at 5. Valanciunas. It's good. Great play set up by Perea. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead. And so Lowry will bring it up for Indiana. Pass to White. A 3-ball. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Valanciunas in the high post. Tries from 10. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
And the basket by Jackson.
Kyle Lowry, beautiful setup.
Dallas leading by 3. Perea with he had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Valanciunas. It's good. Great play set up by Perea. And that's now 9 points for Valanciunas. White the pass to Lowry. Leonard inside. Headed by Powell. Leonard with the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now here's Perea. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Kyle Lowry. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Pacers trail by 6. A minute 50 left in the first. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Pacers.
Taj Gibson.
Here's Perea. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
White bounce pass. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Clark, you talk to anyone who has played with Taj Gibson. They love having him as a teammate.
Well, you can see why too, Kevin. You talk to players that have been teammates of his, and he always puts the team first in everything that he does. He's consistent, he's productive, he's likable. That's valuable to have, and a good player who also happens to be great for your locker room.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Taj Gibson is a solid role player, really one of the best we have. A good rebounder and defender with a soft touch from the mid-range and can score without having plays called for him.
He hits both from the stripe. Mavericks leading by 6. Correa looking for an opening. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's White. 6 points for him. Tries again. No good from Gibson.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here is Correa. They're leading by 8. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, helping your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Now here's Correa. Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. But they get it back. Valanciunas buries it down low. Valanciunas has got 14.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade.
Sort of long relationship.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
White is out there with Jackson. There's Taj Gibson. And there's Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Fernando in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. And the pass to Gibson. is Dwight. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University, 6'11", power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner, very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really help separate him and get him minutes on the court.
We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. Think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Look at Dallas. They took that win in their last game against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it. You could feel that they were playing for each other.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Well, it's a short list of point guards who are elite defenders, Clark, but Chris Paul is certainly on that list.
Well, you think about Chris Paul in his younger days, Kevin, he was an absolute terror defensively. He could lock up any guard in the league. And even at his current age, as he's gotten older, he's still pretty stiff on the defensive end.
Contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
Take a look at Redick. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities at All-Star Weekend, but maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
The voting is just about over, so I'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 10-1 run right now. Powell inside. Working on Gibson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Lamb.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across at his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
First one falls for him.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Both good from the line that time.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Right the pass to Knox. He kicks it to Aminu. Shot clock at 6. Here's the floater.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Dallas leading by 18. Passes it to Paul. Now Powell. He's got 8. Kicks it to Redick. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Redick's got 9 points.
Even with a man all in his jersey, Redick has the skill and concentration to make you pay on those jump shots. It's real simple for him.
The 10-footer and the basket by Knox. Knox has got his second bucket of the night. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Fournier dishes to Gordon. Redick is in the corner. The 3, Powell trying to free himself up. And Redick the bucket on the assist by Gordon.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And White kicks to Lamb. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Six to shoot. Teardrop shot. It's deflected.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Pretty and rough. But that's how you win games. He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And here's Fournier. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. That one falls. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
From the mid-range area, Fournier, very, very gifted. As a pure shooter, he's as good as we have in the league.
Lamb, good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Dallas. 22 is their biggest lead. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. There's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Indiana's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Pass to Lamb. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Knocked away. Powell finds Paul. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
You cannot underestimate Chris Paul's ability to finish through contact just because he's small. I mean, he's as tough as they come.
Right the pass to Knox. Pass to Aminu. Shoots over Fournier. Aminu misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Redick for 3. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got 4 rebounds now tonight. White. They get it back. Shot's good by Gibson.
You got to get a body on Gibson because if you don't, he's relentless in attacking the offensive glass.
The pass to Powell. The dish to Ball. Powell down low, working on Gibson.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Passes it to Knox. Shoots from 12. The second effort. Second chance shot. No good from Gibson.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
He lobs it up, and the dunk by Powell.
I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll, knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
And the Pacers call time here. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Lowry passes to Wood. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Redick is in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. White against Paul. Bounce pass from Lowry. Wood can't hit. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Fournier dishes to Gordon, and they double up Paul. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Off target from three-point range. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wood passes to Leonard. Now Lowry. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 20 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Knox. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fournier. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I think that just demonstrates how gifted Fournier is. I mean, at 6'7", he's really fast and gets to the rim quickly off the drive.
To the paint, here's White. That ball, nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Pass to Redick. 1:43 left in the first half. Back to Gordon. Nailed from three-point land. Gordon's got 5 now.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Leonard kicks to Lowry. Fires from deep. Powell pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Knox. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Boucher is checked in, and it's Justin Jackson in for Knox. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Valanciunas is checked in for Powell, and Robinson III comes in for Evan Fournier. Robertson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick, and Barea subbed in for Paul. Barea with a wide open look. Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Outside for Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. White, wide open, he fired. Offensive rebound. Wood, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Chris Boucher. That's his first personal foul.
Seconds left in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 5 assists tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Dallas Mavericks. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, he came out with a different energy. He said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Jonas Valanciunas had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
They were brick city and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious. They were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Fournier out there with Gordon. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Valanciunas at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gordon against Lamb. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Lowry dishes to Lamb. On the clock. There's the pass to Boucher. Here's Here's Knox.
Boy, Fournier doing a nice job expending energy on the defensive side of the floor and being very pesky to whoever he's guarding.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Drills it from outside. 10 points for Kyle Lowry.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Fournier, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
That's his second personal.
And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. Second, Chris Paul.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so he hits both. Indiana's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Redick against Lamb. With some arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Redick against Lamb. Some nice passing here by Dallas. From about 19 feet, Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. It's no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but it's still a top challenge.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Lamb passes to Boucher. Ball against Lamb. Down low, Boucher lays it up off the glass.
You know, making plays for others, something Lamb has been encouraged to do more of, especially in the pick and roll.
Paul passes to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal.
For Dallas, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Jonas Valanciunas. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Valanciunas hits them both. Now, here's Lowry. 10 points for him. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Lamb against Redick. And again, it's Indiana converting.
I really like this guy's mid-range game. Lamb's in-between shot is often cash money.
Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. The drive by Paul.
Indiana foul. Christian. That's his third personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on a championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Clock at 6. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
CP3 on a solo spurt ability surge. There's not much you can do as a defender when he gets on the roll like this.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. Passes to Redick. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Paul with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And late in to finish the break. Paul's got 8 points here in this quarter. The Pacers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Lowry passes to Knox. Shoots over Fournier. Kept alive. Here's Boucher. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Snatched up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Leonard, he's checked in for the Pacers. Aminu comes in for Kevin Knox. Dallas also making some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Robertson in for J.J. Redick. Lamb with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Leonard finds Lamb. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Clark, you know, it took some time for him to get to this point, but Jeremy Lamb has taken his game to the next level.
And you know, guys, we see these young guys come into the league after just 1 year of college, and it takes them a while to figure it out sometime. Lamb has gone from being just a contributor to a nightly impact player with his scoring. But across the board, you can see his game upticking in a really positive way.
Free throw drops for Lamb.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
J.J. Barea is checked in for the Mavericks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Pass to Lowry. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lamb. Mavericks with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Fournier. It's good from about 19 feet. Fournier's got 6 points in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been a much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Lamb against Fournier. Pass to Lowry. Lets a floater go, and they pick up 2. Lowry's got 12.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Barea. Great tee that time from Leonard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Baseline jumper. Valanciunas grabs the board. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Barea kicks to Fournier. From deep. That shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Outside, Lamb. From deep 3-point range, here's Fernando. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Fernando's got his first basket of the night. Fournier against Aminu. With the floater, Fournier's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Indiana. Outside, Lamb. The pass to Aminu. Leonard dishes to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. It's rebounded by Dallas. Howell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Lamb passes to Fernando. Back to Lamb. Passes it to Lowry. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Lowry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Indiana.
He's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Pass to Robertson. Fournier gets a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Aminu the pass to Fernando. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Outside Leonard. Pass to Lowry. Over Robertson. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Leonard, no luck. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He gets stolen by Lamb. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got his second basket of the game.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. That they had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Outside Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Pacers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Aaron Gordon comes in for Valanciunas, and Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Fournier. Shot and game clock separated by 5. White left side. Back to Aminu. Out to the wing. White left side. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. White's got 13 points.
And what stands out to me about White, he's confident but resourceful. He's going to find a way to help you win.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Dallas opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They got Jackson. Taj Gibson is out there with Aminu. Then it's White, and it's Magruder in at the shooting guard. That's the Pacers 5. Here's White, and Indiana, another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
The pass to Gordon. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. And I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Passes it to Miller. Here's Brokoff. Here's Gordon. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Pass to Aminu. Here's Magruder. He dishes it to White. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Here's Miller. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
At the line of pass, Darius Miller taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Miller. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
Here's White at 3 off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Robinson, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Magruder. Mavericks with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Jackson against Gordon. Jackson up top. He kicks to White. Trying to end the drought, and the layup good by Aminu.
Allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Now, here's McConnell. White covering. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to McConnell. Over to the wing. Here's Brokoff. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. White inside. 8 feet away. It's good. White's got 20.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Dallas calls timeout. Well, the undrafted Rodney Magruder, Greg, has earned his way into the NBA.
It was 25 by the time of Magruder's rookie season. Has spent some time overseas and in the G League, but he's improved his game and has carved out a spot here in the league.
The Blazers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Bradley's checked in. Now the pass to Gordon. Over Gibson. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Magruder kicks to Johnson. Magruder passes to Gibson. Here's Magruder. Back to White. Passes it to Gibson. From 12 feet out. Bank shot. No good. The Maverick shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Count that one. Brokoff's got his first bucket of the night. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Magruder, covered by Miller, in the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. For a couple of years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
A five-time All-Star, Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Indiana, Stanley Johnson at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Look, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
A nice shot by Brokoff. Brokoff's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Lowry finds Johnson. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Dallas ball.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Here's McConnell. Pass to Valanciunas. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
At the line for your Pacers, Stanley Johnson. 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
He's off on the first. He doesn't get the second one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Valanciunas dishes to Bradley. Back to Valanciunas, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Shooting for Dallas, Jonas Valanciunas. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Valanciunas hits them both. The Pacers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Magruder passes to Gibson. Dishes to Lowry. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to McConnell. Gibson against Miller. A 3-4 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now Lowry. Left side Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Outside Bradley. Knocks it loose. And that one's good. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Valanciunas passes to Brokaw. Back to Valanciunas. Can't cash in from close range. For Indiana, they've gone 7-15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Good work there as it goes.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Bradley kicks to McConnell. Out left of the wing. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Boucher is checked in. Christian Wood comes in for Leonard. Knox, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Lamb in there for Rodney McGruder. Paul finds Fournier. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Nice passing here by Dallas. At the teardrop, the Pacers pull it in. Knox has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Lowry, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Jonas Valanciunas.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Lowry passes to Boucher. Outside Lamb. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Lowry. That's the 3-5. He doesn't hit that one. Paul with the defensive effort. Dallas leading by 23. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Room service assist from Paul. Can't put the ball in a better spot. His vision, outstanding.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Passes to Wood. Paul with the steal. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Paul's got 20.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if there's anybody better than Chris Paul at starting the break. I mean, he initiates it quickly and turns defense into offense in a heartbeat.
Lowry against Redick. Pass to Knox. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lamb. Gets the three-point of the ball. Lamb's got 9 points in the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Valanciunas.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knox misses. Ball against Lowry. Ball outside. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony.